What's going on, guys? We are about to do a skin fade on, as you can see, a baby today. Richie is the barber cutting the hair today, and he is starting off, as you can see, right around the temple with a number 0 metal clip. He's just flicking up and creating his line, but also not making the line so harsh, so it's easier to blend when it comes back around. And as you see right there, that the kid's older brother is holding up a little movie for him to watch, to kind of keep his attention on that, not focus on what Richie's doing, well, for the most part. That's a good thing to do right there. Have a phone or something to keep the kid's attention on, so that way you could easily cut the hair. You gotta be pretty fast when you're dealing with kids. Definitely know what you're doing and execute it quickly. Now you see Richie puts on the 1/16 clip, or the Andis 0, the half clip. And as you can see, he starts off with the half clip closed from where he left off with the 3/0, and just starts to blend in. Then he opens it up all the way and goes a little higher. As you can see, the fade starts to already lay in. Obviously, he's gonna have to go back around and pluck out the darker spots, but for only being a minute into the cut, that's pretty good. When you're dealing with the kid, you don't want to stay in one spot for too long. You want to kind of move around, go back to spots. Alright, now you see Richie dusting off the toddler here. You got to make sure that they're comfortable. You got to get all that loose hair off of them. Richie's now doing the clip over comb technique. You definitely got to be careful when you're doing this, so that the kid doesn't move and cause you to take a chunk of the hair out or something. And now you see Richie combing upwards and just knocking out all the hair that's poking through the comb's teeth. And he has his clipper open right now to kind of give him some extra leeway. You'd probably stick mainly to clips. It kind of depends on the kid and how he's acting. Kind of, you see right there how the kid kind of moved his head a little bit. You want to be able to move back and not be so committed, because when you're doing clip over comb, if they move, I mean, you could easily cut off a whole chunk of hair. So you gotta kind of cat and mouse, I guess, like get what you can when you can, and then be ready for the baby to kind of react in a way. So you see how he just starting to knock out that skin line right there, just with the open and close, and he does that so fast. Let me slow it down. You see, opens and then closes it real fast, closes it just real fast with his thumb, opens, and you see how you could just knock out that skin line, and it shows you what he's looking at next. Has the half guard on again, just doing the same technique really, just open and close, flicking it up. And then whenever you see dark spots, you just take off the clip and go to that. Alright, now you see the baby already starting to fuss. That didn't take long. Now you see Richie instructs the father to put the baby on the other leg, so that way he could easily get to the back of the head with how he's now facing. And you see how Richie's just real gentle around the back right there, the back of the bone. Make sure he doesn't accidentally jam the clippers into the baby. That wouldn't be good, especially with the parents sitting right there. Yeah, that's why cutting kids can be kind of stressful. You have the baby fussing, and then you have the parents right there, either sitting in the chair watching everything up close you're doing, making sure you're not messing up or hurting their baby. I've even had customers who the baby was sitting by themselves and they're just standing there the whole time watching everything I do. But you see the baby starting to get a little fussy there, so back to the duster, neck duster, to get some of the loose hairs off. And now he has the outliners, T-outliners, to get some of the real close fine hairs at the bottom of the baby's neck. You want to make sure that your outliners are not really sharp, okay? Don't use your hitters for this, especially in the back of the neck. Those liners, those are not that sharp. Richie showed me prior. And now you see he's using the baby powder on the baby to get some of the hair that might be stuck onto the neck. And now he's using his electric razor to just skin the back of the neck. That's nothing harsh either on the baby. Alright, this is a big tip right here. You want to make sure you have lollipops, suckers, some type of candy for the babies, children, and you see, look how happy he is now. See, that just neutralized the whole situation. Now look at baby's in his own little world, sucking on his lollipop, and now Richie can work in peace. He can knock out that fade, and look how much quicker he's able to work. It's something you want to make sure you have at your shop or at your station. Lollipop, some type of sucker.
Zero guard. I've just been using this the zero guard and the regular no guard.
Alrighty, and you see the 1/16 clip, and he's just flicking up, opening, closing, taking out the dark spots. You see that flicking up method really helps, so that way you don't got to worry about accidentally creating a new line for yourself, and in the process having to take so much longer and irritate the baby even more just because you're not quick about your fade. You know, you want to be able to put that blend in real nice and quick and not be struggling. Definitely want to make sure you know what you're doing. So you see Richie just flicks right up. And you see right there, that's what Richie's looking at. So bam, takes off the clip because he knows that one's not going to hit it. Open and close until it fades out, and bam, just knocks out that dark spot right there. It's not the easiest to achieve a real clean skin fade, especially on a child, with all the moving around, fussing, and all that kind of stuff. So you really got to do the best you can. And I would say the main thing you want to focus on, obviously making sure you don't injure the kid, because baby's skin and their head is very sensitive. You see in the back right there, Richie's just starting to take out the dark spots using the clip over comb method. And that child, baby, he actually has 2 cowlicks in the back of his head right there, if you can see. So it's definitely not the easiest either to have to deal with something like that. But like I said, Richie's a skilled barber. He knows what he's doing. So you just want to work fast and try to have something to distract the kid. Make sure you keep on dusting off the loose hair, keeping them comfortable. And then you just go around and start to pluck out all the dark spots, all the darker hair sticking out. And you see Richie breaking sweat right here because this is some work. I mean, it's definitely not easy dealing with a child. And like I said, this isn't, say, the worst case, but like I was saying earlier, you gotta be really on your toes, you know, dealing with a child moving their head around, and especially if they get fussy. That's why you're gonna always have kids to cut, because parents don't want to deal with cutting kids' hair. Trust me, okay? You don't want to be in your bathroom trying to deal with your little kid, and you don't know what you're really doing, to be honest. So you're gonna end up messing them up. I've had a good amount of kids come into the shop, or parents come in with their kids and have me fix what they messed up. So just don't learn the hard way. Just go to a professional. Get it done the right way. And somebody who's good with kids, not somebody who, as soon as you walk in, you can tell they do not want to deal with you. There are barbers who will not cut kids' hair. You should be able to cut anything that comes into your shop, especially kids, especially bad kids, you know? You should know how to handle them. That's part of being a barber. I mean, kids need haircuts, right? Back to school time. So you see Richie doing the comb and scissor technique right there with his MDs. Those are about 7-inch ones, I believe. Combing the hair to the side and getting what's poking out right there. And as you see, it just starts to take away that hard, dark line that was there before. Richie switches to a comb with a little bit thicker teeth right there, so that way he can get the hair that he's looking to grab. And it's just more of this technique, doing what he has to do to get the fade to lay in right. Alright, now time for the top. You see, he just sprays him with some water, and the baby doesn't care. He's too busy in his own little world now. You see Richie combing it out. See what he's looking to cut next for the top. You see he just combs it out, does about a little over 2 finger lengths. And if you notice in the back, like I said earlier, the child has 2 cowlicks, so that's why it kind of looks like Richie missed some spots. That's what's going on back there. But you see, Richie just grabs the hair and uses his fingers as a guideline and just cuts off what he needs to, and then just goes to the next part. It's like mowing a lawn, right? Just go down one way and then up again, and then down one way and then up again. Just making sure it all is even. Richie's also a trained cosmetologist, so he's really good with his scissors and dealing with longer hair. So definitely knows when it comes to the top hair exactly what he's doing, what he wants to achieve. Taking it out right there. He combs it down. He sees those longer hairs and he's gonna hit them right now. Comb all the hair forward. You can see any differences in length, like what's pretty obvious right now. And then you just go in there and cut it at a slight angle. And bam, there you go. And I can't stress this enough. I mean, look at how that sucker just changed the whole haircut. He was starting to get fussy and antsy, uncomfortable, and now he doesn't even care. Look, he has hair on his face, probably eating some hair, and he's fine with it. Alright, and see Richie knocking off some more of that dark spot on the side to kind of get us a better fade into the top part. And it's looking nice. Now you just dust him off some more, get those loose hairs off of him. He doesn't care. There's nothing on that lollipop anymore. It's all covered in hair and candy, and he's happy. And that's pretty much it. Just clean them off, get some of the hair off. But yeah, hope you guys took away some tips from this. Gonna be doing some more narrating over some barber videos coming soon, so hope you guys enjoyed. And let me know what kind of haircuts you'd like to see. And yeah, that's a skin fade on the baby. Thank you guys for watching. Barber Digital. Subscribe.